Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh, and today's video is for all those gentlemen out there. Maybe it's you. We are drinking Gentleman Jack. We periodically do these classics revisited episodes where we go back in time and find pours that either are classics, kind of widely considered by the whiskey world, or something that is from like a blast from our past.
Classics to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this one maybe qualifies for both, but we'll talk about it
I think so.
as we go.
Yeah.
But let's get the tech specs out of the way right up front. Jack Daniels, this is their regular, same mash bills, Old Number 7, all the way up to the barrel proof and even some of their special releases.
So what makes it different than Old Number 7?
Hang on, 80% corn, 8% rye, 12% malted barley. So very low rye content, high corn content. Leads to Jack Daniels' sweeter profile.
Okay.
What makes Gentleman Jack different from all the other Jack Daniels products is that it's twice mellowed. Even it says it here on the label, double mellowed. They run the thing that makes Jack Daniels is bourbon, but to make it Tennessee whiskey, they run the distillate through charcoal mellowing before they put it into barrels.
Charcoal mellowing.
And with Gentleman Jack, they do it twice through the charcoal.
Gotcha.
So it's extra mellowed, extra smooth.
So that's, in theory, it should be extra smooth.
Should be 80 proof, so pretty low.
Yeah.
$26 in our market for a 750 milliliter.
Okay.
I don't know that there's much else to say about it.
I have not had this in literal years.
I think the last time I had this was 2010. It's been 15 years.
16. It's 2016.
Oh.
I mean, it's 2026.
Well, yeah, it was.
Wow, it's not 2016. Yeah. It's 2026.
The occasion that I can remember was early 2010. So, yeah, it's been 16 years.
Yeah.
How long for you?
Somewhere around between 2002 and 2010.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
So it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Been a minute.
Yeah.
We both have a history with this. We also are going to try this just in a regular rocks glass neat, as well as in a rocks glass on ice. Those are probably the way that most people are going to drink this, not out of a Glencairn. But we're going to try it this way first. Is it worth $26 when Old Number 7 is out there? This isn't any older. We've done tours at Jack Daniels. There's no difference in age or anything. It's just
what's
a double
the price
mellowing.
at Old Number 7?
About the same in our market. So you're buying this specifically to get the twice mellowed effect.
Well, to answer your question, I'm going to have Old Number 7 next week.
We don't have any Old Number 7 here.
Okay, well then why ask that question if we can't answer it?
I know what Old Number 7 tastes like.
Okay, well I can't answer that question he just asked.
Let's get it on the nose and see what we're working with here.
It smells like whiskey. It smells good.
I would say, you can't tell much off of a nose proof-wise, but it smells more flavorful than 80 proof.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like a nice 90 proof.
I wouldn't guess it was as low proof as it is based on the nose.
Yeah, I'm almost getting like a banana, like a yellow Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, I could see that. Yellow Laffy Taffy. And it smells, how old is this? It smells a little sharp, which sometimes I attribute to younger.
That's a good attribution. Jack Daniels, I think, says Old Number 7 in this are 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
Maybe 4. There's probably some 4 to 6 years in the blend.
Yeah. It smells like good whiskey, to be honest.
Yeah. That yellow Laffy Taffy, a little bit of like a hint of vanilla, a little hint of oak, low on spice, low on alcohol on the nose. Cheers. Okay, it is smooth. You got to give it that.
I like this. This is good. Let me take a second for a sip before I say anything.
Same.
It's nothing to write home about, but it's enjoyable. And for the price point, I find it kind of nice for the price, especially. It does to me drink. Now, this is my first pour of the day, but to me, it does drink a little higher than 80 proof. It drinks right now. It drinks to me somewhere in the 90 to 100 proof. I would guess it's closer to 100 proof than it is.
I would say 90 blind, but we are going into this with fresh palates, we typically do warm up with
Yeah.
something like Knob Creek 9-year. That's 100 proof, or Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah. So this is
101
our
proof.
warm-up, essentially.
We didn't want to go that high, and then most people aren't warming up when they're drinking Gentleman Jack. They're just drinking Gentleman Jack. We've been into whiskey for a while. We've tasted a bunch of things. I'm actually surprised. I expected this to be pretty dull.
Like a wah-wah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and
did I.
It's just general bourbon flavors that are very fruit forward.
Yeah.
It's kind of got like this little bit of banana boat type of vibe to it. It almost feels like it could be beach whiskey, you know?
Okay.
Like if a scene and setting that would be good for this would be a hot summer day around some water. That's what it feels like to me, because with the charcoal mellowing, it is really easygoing. Also with the proof point, very easygoing. Also with the mash bill being only 8% rye, very easygoing on the palate.
It's interesting to see where your head goes compared to mine, because I was thinking, like, cuddled up in a cabin with fuzzy socks on by a fireplace, just like chilling, reading a good like romance novel, not like one of those yucky ones, like a nice fun, happy romance novel, like an Emily Henry book or something.
I don't even know what that means.
And like in a cabin, this is like cabin whiskey for me,
Yeah.
because it's like low proof, enjoyable, but like I'm not gonna get super intoxicated. I don't have to drink a ton. Tastes good. Wow. I'm impressed. I really honestly had low expectations for going into this.
I would say between 2006 when I found whiskey and 2010, which was around the last time I drank this, for that 4-year stretch, I drank a fair bit of Gentleman Jack.
Yeah.
And it did hit the spot for me. I'm not trying to be nostalgic. Look, there's so much better whiskey out there
this isn't
for the money.
This isn't special whiskey by any means, but it's good. It's decent.
Yeah.
And especially when you consider how inexpensive it is, I feel like you're getting your money's worth with this bottle.
So for that $26 to $30 price point, let me just rattle off some whiskeys that are much better than this, some bourbons that are much better than this.
And then we also need to drink this before it gets too watery.
We will. So Buffalo Trace, Elijah Craig Small Batch, 1792 Small Batch, Wild Turkey 101, probably Wild Turkey 81 proof. I would probably take over this. All these would be like all your standard distillery offerings that are decently crafted, that aren't bottom shelf stuff. They're going to have more age than this. They're going to have more of that 90 proof point. They're going to have a little bit more richness and flavor to them and give you more of what would be a typical bourbon whiskey experience. And if you're watching this and you're pretty new to bourbon, all bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon. So bourbon has to abide by some specific rules, which some of those are proof related, one of them being 80 proof being the minimum. There's some new charred oak barrel things. Jack Daniel's fits all those qualifications. The only difference is they do the charcoal mellowing on the front end,
an extra step
before it goes into the barrel. And this is called the Lincoln County process, and it's how you get the designation of being Tennessee whiskey. There's also been Kentucky distilleries like Heaven Hill that also do the charcoal mellowing. So, and they're bourbon. So this doesn't make it not bourbon. I think what Jack Daniel's does really well in the space of bourbon, because that is the category it should be considered in. It is what it tastes the most like. What they do the best at in that space is being a fruit forward bourbon that is widely appealing to a lot of people's palates, especially if you're used to like Speyside scotches or Irish whiskeys that are very fruit forward. And then you switch gears and you come over to bourbon and you taste something like a Knob Creek 9-year or Elijah Craig Small Batch. And those are much more caramel, vanilla, oak, maybe a little like nuttiness in there. Those taste wildly different than more fruit forward bourbons like Buffalo Trace, 1792, Jack Daniel's, Woodford Reserve. You know, I think Jack Daniel's has its place in the market, and I think this product has its place in the market.
Yeah,
I kind of came into this video expecting to poo-poo on it. And just,
I mean, you kind of are poo-pooing on it a little bit.
Well,
but that's fair. You're allowed to.
There's a lot of things that do the I want to taste good flavored bourbon experience better than this, but not much does the I want something that's easy drinking, inoffensive, and kind of fruit forward better than this.
Yeah.
This is kind of in a league of its own. So let's go ahead and get into the neat pour.
Okay.
In
Wasn't that
rocks
what we just
glass.
had?
It is, but now we're going to have it in a rocks glass
Oh.
to see how that differs.
Is it okay that you're drinking after me?
Yes.
Okay.
Aaron's been sick.
I've been sick and I don't want to give him.
I think you're past it.
I think we've been swapping sicknesses back and forth for the last 2 months, and I don't want to make you sick again.
I think you're past it.
Okay.
Here, I'll try the water real quick. That way, at least I'm only drinking after you once.
You mean the one on the rocks, which is basically water now at this point. Oh,
That's exactly what I meant.
This does taste different.
Yeah, the glassware affects.
I don't like it as much in a rocks glass.
Yeah.
No. It's more concentration of flavors in the Glen.
Yeah, you want even more watery. Try that with ice. Now, one thing I will say about Jack Daniel's in particular,
Oh, interesting.
and I don't know why this is the case, but there is something about Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey, specifically to me, and this is applicable from Old Number 7 all the way up to the barrel proof single barrels. There's something about this stuff on ice that it somehow unlocks a more powerful vanilla note. And I'm having the same experience right now. And it actually, like this right there,
On ice?
that's just summertime. Like that is a hot summer day.
Yeah.
Give me that. It's wintertime right now, so it doesn't really feel all that appealing. But boy, oh boy, that would hit the spot on a hot summer day. Usually I'll do like, on a hot summer day, I'll do Buffalo Trace or Elijah Craig's small batch, and I'll mix that in to like sweet tea. That's really good, or lemonade or something like that. You don't even need to mix this with anything. It's good to go as it is.
Okay, so for me, the experience of drinking that in a rocks glass with no ice, just neat, made it feel like an 80 proof basic whiskey.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it feels very bland right now.
It feels very bland in the rocks glass. That same drink in a Glencairn, maybe it's the way everything's kind of funneled up into my nose, because part of tasting is smelling, and you smell as you taste. It tastes more concentrated. It tastes a little higher proof. It tastes a little more flavorful in the Glen. And then you're right, on the ice, it kind of does bring out that vanilla a little bit. It does kind of water it down a little bit, but it does almost change the flavor. Whereas I would want it in a Glen, in a cabin, reading an Emily Henry book in my fuzzy socks, under a blanket, by a fireplace, in the Glen.
Yeah.
But summer day on ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know, I just didn't expect. I kind of bought this bottle as a goof. We were at the distillery.
Yeah.
It has like an engraving on the back. You can kind of see. It's got a little engraving. We were down at the distillery doing a barrel pick, which, by the way, that barrel pick was in collaboration with Hello Again Whiskey Friends and Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews. Should be coming up anytime soon. We picked a Tennessee barrel proof whiskey as well as a barrel proof rye. The barrel proof rye is from Coy Hill. It's awesome. Tennessee whiskey, I think, is even better, honestly. And it's from some warehouse that doesn't have a name. That's very cool.
Some
but
other hill.
The whiskey in it is incredibly good. Those will be coming to the Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews Patreon platform, as well as Hello Again Whiskey Friends, as well as ours. So if you like our palates and you align with what we like, get in down there. It's linked in the video description right at the very top. You can't miss it. Or go support one of those other channels. Check them out. If you haven't, support them. They're doing great picks as well. I am surprised. I bought this bottle as a goof in the gift shop.
I mean, I wouldn't say we like always have to have a bottle of it, but I kind of like it. I kind of like having it. I'm not mad that you got it.
I mean, I'm feeling like this needs. I talk all the time about like having like just a basic background pour that can just get out of the way. Something basically that would replace what beer used to be for me. And I don't love drinking 12 ounces of anything but water these days.
Yeah.
So, or like a nice ice cold Coca-Cola.
You do like a good,
especially cherry Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, man, cherry vanilla Coke. Oh, man. Anyways,
don't make me laugh because it makes me cough.
Other than
stop being funny.
Any Coca-Cola product, for the most part, water or Thai iced tea. Those three things give me more ounces.
Okay.
Everything else.
We're going off topic.
Everything
here.
else.
We're off the rails.
Well, stuff and whiskey. We talk about other stuff sometimes.
True.
Other than those types of things, I don't really want to drink 12 ounces of anything, especially alcoholic drinks. I just don't like to imbibe that much. So something like this is great for like background sipping while I'm grilling during the warmer months, or if you're on vacation and you just need something to get out of the way, you're playing cards with the family, you're hanging out, you're having a good time.
Yeah.
Give me something that goes to the background. I don't need to be sipping on King Kentucky or George T. Stagg while I'm trying to beat my family at 500. You know, like I just need to focus on the job at hand, and I need something to get out of the way in the background.
Yeah, this
and
is
this
good.
Would be perfect.
This
for
was
that.
a pleasant surprise. I'm actually quite happy that we chose to do this video today. That you chose for us to do this video today.
Well, I'll agree with you too. By the way, Glen, better than expected. Rocks glass neat. Pretty standard.
Not for me.
On ice. Honestly, might be my favorite way.
It's a different product. I mean, it's the same product, but it comes across differently on ice and in the Glen and in the Rocks Glass Neat.
Yeah.
Which in the Rocks Glass Neat, not for me. In the Glen.
Glen's your favorite?
Would do again. Yeah. Glen.
Honestly, I don't drink whiskey on ice because I don't usually like my whiskey cold. This is being 80 proof and so easygoing as it is. It almost isn't even comparable to other bourbons that I enjoy and the reasons that I enjoy them. So I actually think my favorite presentation of this is on ice.
Interesting.
As a get out of the way and just enjoy it in the background
There
type
you
of
go.
pour. So
I like it.
this video was a bit of a shock for us. I thought we were going to clown on one. I thought I had picked one that we could just goof on and
Can't goof on it. I like it.
it's enjoyable.
New boo goofing.
If you thought the video was enjoyable, give us a like. Think about subscribing to
Yeah.
the channel. On Tuesdays, we do these classics revisited as well as a bunch of other conversational content,
Yep.
some whiskey reviews, things like that. But really our bread and butter is Mondays and Thursdays when we do blind tastings and we let you know what we think about pours without knowing what we're drinking.
Yep.
And it's completely unbiased other than our personal preferences being displayed. But
Yeah.
if you track that, you can keep up with what we like and it can inform you in your own purchasing.
Absolutely.
So.
Thank you guys for joining us today. Be good to each other, and until next time, cheers.
Cheers, gentlemen.
And ladies.
But if ladies drink this, are they also gentlemen?
They can be gentle ladies.
Okay. Are you a gentle lady?
I am a gentle lady.
I don't know. Sometimes you're a little spicy.
Sometimes I'm a little spicy,
You're a
but
little-
right now I'm
you're a
gentle
little
lady.
spicy.
This was good. I like it.